Hey, what is up, mortals? It's Kiki Cakes here with a new video for you. In this video, we'll dive into the mind of Levi Ackerman from the Attack on Titan anime. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So let's get started. Levi first appears in the struggle for Trost arc as Eren first disconnects from his Titan body. The series' main trio were stranded and facing a Titan, and Levi swooped in for the rescue. Since appearing, Levi has generally been seen as the most popular character of the series due to his incredible fighting skills and complex personality. In the series, Levi serves as one of its most prominent characters and is considered humanity's strongest soldier, earning him the status of being the squad captain of the Special Operations Squad within the Survey Corps, hence all the captain. Now let's run through what he's been up to throughout the show. Levi is the son of Michel Ackerman, who was a prostitute. She died when he was young, and he was found and taken in by his uncle, Kenny Ackerman. Kenny taught him how to survive and fend for himself, as well as how to awaken his powers as an Ackerman. Eventually, Kenny left Levi, feeling he had taught him all he knew and confident in his survival. And so, Levi became a thug in the underground, eventually teaming up with the Furlan Church and starting a gang. They took in Isabel Magnolia in the process. The trio was soon offered a job, which would offer help for their crippled friend Jan, saying if they succeeded, they'd receive the rights to live on the surface. The trio went about their heist, but were pursued by the Scout Regiment led by Avin Smith. Despite putting up a good fight, Levi surrendered upon the capture of Isabel and Furlan. Due to his skills, Avin offered him a deal. Join the Scout Regiment and they won't be charged for their crimes, stating that refusal would probably end up in mistreatment by the military police. In the end, Levi agreed. The trio was assigned to Flagon's squad, and it was revealed that their capture and recruitment was intentional and part of their client's mission. The mission being to kill Avin Smith and retrieve a document in his possession. With no luck in finding the document, they figured it might be on his person, and all agreed that the upcoming expedition would prove to be the perfect time to steal it, seeing as the rest of the scouts would be focused on the Titans. Levi was at first reluctant at having his friends go due to their inexperience with Titans, but was eventually convinced to believe in them, and the next day they departed. Ultimately, the trio failed, with Furlan and Isabel succumbing to a Titan. Devastated by the loss of his friends, Avin found Levi crying over the corpse of a Titan. He made a last-ditch attempt at killing Avin, but was promptly stopped, and was told that he knew his intentions from the very beginning, rendering the mission futile from the start. Avin then told him the phrase which Levi would later repeat to Eren, to not regret his choices, or eventually he will no longer be able to make any of his own. In the end, Levi decided to stay with the scouts, carrying Avin's words with him. Now, he makes his first appearance in the anime during the struggle for Trost arc, saving Eren's group. 3 days later, after Eren awakes, is when Levi lets him join the Scout Regiment, assuring him that he'll keep himself personally responsible for Eren's actions should they get out of hand and his life. Levi is also almost single-handedly the reason as to how the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission didn't end up more of a catastrophe than it did, with the female Titan and all. By using his intellect to strategize along with superior fighting skills, he managed to minimize casualties and retrieve Eren from being captured. Despite this, he still lost his close-knit squad. Levi is also the one to rescue Eren in his fight with Annie during the assault of Stohes arc despite his formerly acquired injuries. During the Clash of Titans arc, Levi and Hanji are the main actors in trying to gain information out of Pastor Nick, which is where they're first referred to Historia. It is also during this time that it is revealed that Titans were former humans, which disturbs Levi greatly due to reasons we'll get into later. Sometime later, Levi recruited a few members of the Scout Regiment to Squad Levi, assigning them to protect Eren and Historia in isolation. News of Pastor Nick's death reached the group, but the mutilation of his body indicated that he didn't talk before his death, meaning the military police had remained unaware of the scouts looking into the Rice family. Shortly thereafter, they received a letter from Avin, forcing them to move out and cover their traces in the cabin, just barely avoiding being swarmed by military police. In the letter, it is revealed that the government has put up a demand for Eren and Historia to be handed over, and all scout activity outside the wall is to cease immediately. In hopes of safety, they went to the Trost district and set up Armin and Jean as a fake Historia and Aaron as a decoy, and sure enough, they were swiftly kidnapped. Retrieving them didn't prove to be too difficult, but the ease and setup itself made Levi think Kenny might have had something to do with it. And he was proven right, Kenny appearing shortly after as part of the military police. He began an assault on the squad, killing Nifa and Abel. After much struggle, Levi managed to flee his direct confrontation with Kenny and ordered the squad to retake the wagon with Aaron and Historia in it. They were partially successful, but in the end they were forced to retreat. With the help of Demo Reeves, they capture 2 MPs and torture one of them for information. And with some manipulation, they learn the secret of the Rice family. Things get even trickier as arrest orders for any one part of the Scout Regiment are being issued, the government accusing them of attempting to monopolize Aaron's Titan powers. Perfectly on cue, they manage to capture 2 MPs, Hitch and Marlowe. They use their uniforms to infiltrate the military police in hopes of finding out Aaron and Historia's whereabouts. The military coup was successful, and more information on the Rice family is revealed through Avin's notes, leading them to investigate an underground chapel that could be of importance. They found a door leading underground, and another fight commenced, Levi and Kenny clashing once more. Levi manages to force Kenny to retreat, but is unable to pursue him as he prioritizes a badly wounded Hanji. Levi eventually presses on to find Rod Rice transforming into a Titan and Historia trying to break Aaron free. The transformation was causing massive tremors, nearly causing the tunnel to collapse, but Aaron was able to crystallize his Titan form just in time to protect them all. After this, Levi faces Kenny once more, but manages to best him. They have a heartfelt moment where Kenny reveals his true relation to Levi as his uncle and gives him an unused Titan injection before passing, which he gets to keep on his person. They go to Shiganshina district in hopes of reclaiming it and have an encounter where Levi takes down the Beast Titan. Soon after, he is engaged by Zeke Yeager but manages to defeat him as well. Unfortunately, Zeke is snatched away by the Cart Titan. During this, Avin and Armin were mortally wounded, and while on the brink of death, Levi tries to give the Titan injection to Avin, but is rejected. He reflects upon Avin's earlier relief over the prospect of death versus Armin's future wishes and realizes who he must prioritize. In the end, he injects Armin instead, leaving Avin to die for their cause. The group finally reaches Aaron's basement and find Grisha's journal, and the anime leaves us with them being awarded medals for their findings. What goes on in the manga? We'll get back to that real soon. But first, what is Levi actually like? He has been portrayed as a bit of a clean freak due to his childhood years, so much so that he even stops to clean his swords on the battlefield. However, this obsession with cleanliness does not seem to largely impair him in any way, and he is not averse to touch filth if necessary. One of his most notable characteristics is his blunt, coarse manner of speaking, oftentimes bordering insulting. He used to refuse to take orders during his time in the underground city, but after joining the Survey Corps, his deep respect for Avin Smith convinced him that some orders were worth following. Related to this, Levi's military obedience is directly connected to the respect that he has for the person issuing said orders. Less seen is Levi's sense of empathy and morality, as seen with one of his strongest motivations, preserving human life. He expressed great disturbance upon learning that all Titans might have been former humans, meaning he would have been unknowingly killing the very thing he is fighting to protect. He is seen to care greatly about the well-being of his subordinates, suffering greatly at the notion of large amounts of casualties, and isn't above risking his own life to save those of his subordinates. It is also this empathy for his fallen comrades that keeps him motivated to fight, for he says it is his way of carrying the will of his fallen comrades. Despite his usually calm demeanor, there's one aspect of his life where he shows no mercy: Titans. He is largely indifferent to taking a Titan's life, although he has expressed certain hesitation when they have been former friends and/or subordinates, uncertain of their level of consciousness. Nevertheless, besides Titans, Levi has also displayed certain sadistic tendencies towards people he deems a threat to humankind, even going so far as to enlist torture, such as with Jel Sans and Zeke Yeager. Levi has short, straight black hair with an undercut, his bangs cut in a curtain shape. His eyes are gray with prominent dark circles, yet he looks surprisingly young for his age. He's actually in his 30s. Him reaching a mere 160 centimeters doesn't really hammer home his age either. Most commonly seen frowning, he is difficult to read due to his overly calm demeanor. He is most commonly seen in his Survey Corps uniform. For this look, he wears a gray button-up shirt, his iconic white ascot, and a jacket. While on missions outside the walls, he also equips a green hooded cloak, specific to the Survey Corps. After the coup d'etat, his ascot was removed. While running from the military and monarchy, he's seen simply wearing his vertical maneuvering equipment harness over his casual clothes. Worth noting is that after his encounter with Zeke Yeager, which we will get into shortly, Levi now has several scars, mostly notable one across his right eye, and is missing both his index and middle fingers on his right hand. Both exceptionally strong and agile, Levi is considered to be humanity's greatest soldier. And he sure shows it by having 89 plus confirmed Titan kills, the absolute majority of them being performed solo. It's even said that he is as valuable as an entire brigade. He is highly adept using the vertical maneuvering equipment, and as such, he is incredibly quick at maneuvering. Enough so to outspeed and overwhelm the female Titan and defeat Zeke Yeager in his Beast Titan form. Worth noting, however, is that these instances were not without prior planning or situational advantage, which leads us into Levi's use of intelligence to gain the upper hand in battle. He has quick analytical abilities, making him able to make calculated decisions in the midst of battle. This is shown coming to use as he saves Mikasa from the female Titan and in his bar fight with Kenny. As an Ackerman, he has awakened the Bloodline's power, describing it as knowing exactly what needs to be done, also rendering him immune towards potential attempts at memory wiping. His signature fighting stance is marked by the reverse gripping of his swords, making the blades cut in a circle around him. This allows him to maintain a high speed while fighting, utilizing rotating attacks and enabling him to quickly change his position. There are theories that this technique was inspired by Kenny Ackerman himself, as Levi was taught how to hold a blade in a reverse grip when he was young. So the anime left us with an award ceremony. But let's get fully caught up with what's been going on in the manga as well. A year after the Battle of Shiganshina District, the main group made contact with anti-Marleyan volunteers Yelena and Onyankopan and agreed to work with them. In the raid on Liberio that followed thereafter, Levi faced the Beast Titan once more and emerged victorious again. He cut Zeke out and faked Zeke's death in order to demoralize troops before returning to Paradise Island. Unfortunately, Zeke managed to escape and turned part of Levi's squad into Titans, which he had to subsequently slay. Upon Zeke's recapture, he is tortured and mutilated by Levi, causing Zeke to detonate a thunder spear in order to cease the pain, with Levi getting caught in the explosion. Due to the extensive injuries obtained from this, Levi is forced to sit out the first fight against the Jaegerists and instead prepares to go to Odiha. But before departure, they are approached by Eren's Titans. The manga leaves us with their struggling encounter, Levi being too injured to be of much help during their confrontation. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has got you covered. Our We the Celestials My Hero Academia and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interests by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video. So thank you all for watching and have a great day.